amazing. Obviously, it's a hallway. Why can't things just go the way that I want? Friends, I beefed it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of No Suit Survival. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 33. Friends, I beefed it. I beefed it real hard. Not only am I talking about some of the stuff that happened last episode, but more importantly, the stuff that's happened already this episode. You see, I'm coming to you from the future right now because I made a mistake. Earlier, in order to make my life a little bit easier, I decided to throw up a template on Streamlabs to help me with positioning for thumbnails. And so I put the No Suit Survival episode whatever and overlaid it onto my game so that way I could take a good snapshot that would make a good thumbnail. And I forgot that I left that on. And so all of the recording up to this point has a really big, annoying no suit survival in the upper left-hand corner. That's what I get for trying to be proactive, I guess. Anyway, from a dialogue standpoint, we lost any great jokes that I made or whatever else. But the good news is that the spectator camera, it has a mind of its own and does not have the problems that I do. So, without further ado, let's just roll all the stuff that I did and we'll just pick up from there. The real bummer for me about doing what I did was I was even trying to do like this cool like panning over my cool new drone, and I was like talking over the panning of the spectator camera, but I did it on this first person camera, not on the spectator camera, and so it has the issues, but I'll play like a clip of it. Next up, we have the cargo container. So we have a medium cargo container and then 2 warfare reactors. The additional reactor is obviously to offset the additional thrusters, so hopefully we don't have any problems with power. Yeah, so anyway, we're basically at the top of the episode again. So one thing that I mean, really the only 2 things I did was I fixed these stripes up here. This side was missing stripes, so I made it not missing the stripes, I guess. And then I fixed the drone by making an entirely new one, which is significantly cooler in my opinion. Some of you may disagree, but I think it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and the other thing that we did was we obviously built a new docking platform, and I can now walk up here, and I mean you guys saw it in the time lapse. So one piece of dialogue that we kind of lost in the last video was I realized last time when I was editing how annoying it is for me to try to like talk and explain builds and do these other things while I'm just walking around outside, because I've kind of become numb to it. The flashing screen and the grunting of the engineer, that's every day for me. But when I was editing, I started realizing how distracting that was. So moving forward, I'm going to do the best that I can to make sure that if I'm going to take a good amount of time to explain something, that I'm going to do it in a pressurized location so it will be easier and less annoying. I'm sorry that it took me 33 episodes to realize that that was the case. Like I said, I'm numb to it, but last time was kind of especially annoying. So I'll try to keep that in mind as much as I can. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's talk about this thing, because this thing holds all of my hopes and dreams. One, I think it's one of the cooler, if not coolest, ships I've built. It's pretty neat, and 2, it's got significantly more power than the previous one did. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to make this thing work, and I think that there's no better time than the present to give it a go. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the iron vein, and I'm going to fill it up with as much cargo as it can handle, and I'm going to bring it back here, and I'm going to start recording the flight path while full of cargo. I think that previously there was an issue where I recorded the flight path while it was empty, and so when it was full, it didn't know what to do with itself. Obviously, there's a huge weight difference. So if I fly it full, then when it's empty, it'll be fine. And when it's full, it should also be fine. I don't know. That's my logic. So we'll see if I'm right. All right, let's take this thing out for its maiden voyage. Alrighty, this thing is sufficiently full of cargo. Whoa, I can't turn it. That's so funny. Oh, okay, I can a little bit. Right now I have it so there are 3 override gyros and 3 normal gyros. I think I'm gonna take one of these override gyros off. So we have 2 overrides and 4 non-overrides. So hopefully this will make it a little bit easier. Now I need to set up the script. You know what? Before I record the flight path, I think I want to get rid of this medical room. Honestly, I should just get rid of all of this. But I'll do it after I record the path, just because I don't want this thing to run out of uranium or anything. So from watching some additional videos, I think the mistake that I made last time, I kind of talked about it, about the cargo. I thought that I had to plug it in to get it to like register this as home, but you actually just have to get it to be yellow like that, and then you can press the record path and stop recording. We just have to set up the mining job. Alrighty, moment of truth. We can do it. Well, we obviously knew that we were already full of cargo, so we knew that we were going to be going back. But let us see if we can fly home. Well, I'd say that is a no. Dang it, man. I had so much faith. So, I have learned something rather unfortunate about this situation. Beyond the thing crashing, check this out. When I get out of the cockpit, I am trapped. So that's a design flaw for sure. And I don't want to destroy anything because I have... dang it. I don't want to destroy anything because I have, like gyros and things like all attached to the drills. Can I not? Will it not lift off? Why won't it? Oh, because the reactor's broken. You were the chosen one. Why have you betrayed me? Alright, well, here's what I gotta do. I'm just gonna respawn because I don't want to destroy my ship. We haven't had many of those deaths, I'll tell you what. Okay, so clearly the course of action is that we need to fix the reactor. Man, it did a number on this thing. And on these. Why can't things just go the way that I want? Oh, wow, my game is lagging super bad. What is happening? Oh, I wonder if it's the... where's the LCD? There it is. Oh, okay. It wasn't the game. It was because the script was still trying to fly it. I was like, what is happening? It kept like slamming itself down on the ground. Okay, I think we're gonna have to repair this thing. So let me get some more components, put it in the welding turtle, and we'll weld this thing up, and we'll try again, maybe, I guess? Alright, I don't see anything else smoking, so I think we're good. I'm gonna put the turtle back away, and we're gonna try this again. Okay, so here's the deal. It didn't work, but I don't think I have to re-record the path because I recorded it when it was full of inventory. It's never going to, on its own, be that full of inventory again, so I'm kind of inclined to let it try again and see how it goes. So if I go here and I just press continue job, let's see what happens. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want it to charge the batteries, so give me a sec. Okay. Alright, it seems to me this is going to take a little bit of trial and error, so give me a minute. I'm gonna try this a few different ways, and then I'll let you know which one actually works. Okay, so I think I know what the problem is. I did some testing, and I think my issue is that its dock isn't tall enough. I thought that I raised it up high enough to get it to dock perfectly, but I think the script needs a lot more room for error, and so in order to fix what we have going on, I just need to maybe double the height of this thing. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe what we'll do is we will okay, I got it. I will not be disheartened. Here's what we're gonna do. Currently we have this dock, which is kind of down a little bit. I mean, it's not really that far down. It's quite tall actually. I want to leave that one there because I already have the staircase from it, but what we'll do is we'll actually kind of continue the staircase and go up another pretty substantial amount. Same distance though, so how many staircases is that? 3 staircases? I don't know if 3 blocks is enough. Maybe we'll do 4. But either way, the idea is that we will have another platform like this one up a little bit higher over here, and then that's where we'll dock this thing. And then this dock right here I can use for our smaller ship. See, everything works out in the end. All right, let me get a grinder on the old turtle, and we will grind down that piston over there, and we'll start setting up our second platform. Actually, you know what? Change of plans. I am going to lift up the current one. I'll just extend the stairs behind because I'm thinking what I want to do is set it up so, if at any point in the future we want to print a second one of these drones or maybe a third, we can just have it off of this one platform. So I'm going to do that. But for some reason, these grinders are way slower than my elite grinder, so I'm just going to grind it by hand. Alrighty, I think it's time to try this again, now that we have a much taller docking port. Alright, let's record the path. Now let's set up the mining job. Moment of truth. We should just grab the littlest amount of stone and then head back to the base. Or no stone. That's fine with me, actually. It worked. Oh, it worked. Okay, I'm gonna bail. Go. Be free. Do your job. Dang it. It still almost hit this on the way in, so that's not my favorite. But it worked. Oh, man. All of that work for one medium cargo container's worth of basically stone. Because it's still gonna be a while before it breaks down into the iron. Oh man. But it's progress. It means that we have done it. Drones are a part of the playthrough. I don't want to speak too soon because I could be wrong. You know what? I'm actually gonna take the turtle and I'm gonna follow it because now it's totally on its own. Looking good, looking good. Nice. And there it goes again to go get us more stuff. Oh man, I just want an army of them. What do we call it? I will ruminate on what we shall call the new drone. It's got to be in line with Andronio, for sure. Alright, well, while I think of the name, I'm gonna go finish decorating the top, putting rails and stuff on it, because it definitely needs rails and lights. Okay, so there's a part of me that wants to set up a thing. Alright, hold on. I had this cool idea. So when we transitioned from having this like down much further, man, that's so satisfying watching this. We kind of lost this little section, and I kind of want to gain access to it again. I think I need to switch these to be facing a different way, but I think overall it'll probably work. Sweet. Okay, so now, oh, well, actually, I think I can just go like this, and grab it from right here. Nice. Okay, so here's the idea. Let me kind of get out of the way a little bit. Well, actually, I'll come back, dock the turtle, and then I'll come back. All right, and then right here, I'll put a searchlight. And then the searchlight I'll set so it targets small ships. Nice. Yeah, so now whenever the ship gets close in range, the spotlight will light it up. It's the little things. Also, I really love this ladder. It incorporates like the modded ladders, the normal ladder, and then the new ladder block. Just like visually climbing this thing with those like scaffolding, it's just awesome. Cool. I'm really loving the way that turned out. I am feeling pretty good. Well, all right. I'd say we can fix that drone off of the to-do list. Took a little while, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it has successfully made something like 5 trips. So I think it's good. The real question will be, will there be errors if I like save the game and then come back? Like, will it forget what it's doing and then like crash or something? Who knows? Who really knows? All right, well, I've been messing with that drone long enough, and now it's fixed and it's getting us ore. Probably not faster than like an actual mine, but it is working autonomously. So I'm gonna do something more fun, and I'm gonna start seeing if I can put together something for these officers' quarters. And I think that the way that I'm gonna do it is I'm going to, from here out, I'm gonna make a bridge across. And then that will greatly expand our real estate for the officers. So let's do it. I didn't leave myself enough room for the 4th officer's quarters, because we have 1, 2, 3. We need 4. And I was thinking about turning this area into like a kind of common room. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is come over here, grind this off, and then make a room across the hall. I think that's the move. Oh man, pressurized again at last. Ugh, I had to run to that medical room so many times, but we are here. I'm thinking, so this will be just, so this will just be the hallway. Obviously, it's a hallway. And then these will each be the officers' quarters because they have a nice view of the sunrise over the lake and the drone. It looks like it's lost. Oh, come on, man. What? What are you doing? Ugh. Oh, it worked for so long. That's a real bummer, dude. Oh, you know what? You know what might have happened? My game actually crashed at one point, and I had to reload the world. And I wonder if that's what messed it up. Makes sense. It's kind of a bummer, though, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so let's stop. Okay, what's smoking? There's something broken. Oh, one of my gyros is busted. I don't know how the gyro got busted, but whatever. I think that's the only thing. All right, let me heal up, and then we'll re-record the flight path. Cause it was scooting for a while. I'm actually kind of excited to see what it's done, cause I haven't really gone over there. All right, okay. Now let's continue job. I didn't really get a good look at the hole, but it looks like it's been doing a good job. So that's all that matters. Oh my gosh, I figured out the name. If this thing can dock properly, I'm going to give it the best name for a drone ever. We are back in business. And guess what? I'm gonna name it. Because it's a mining drone, we're gonna name it Dwayne The Rock Droneson. Oh yeah. We'll just call him Droneson for short. Amazing. If only Droneson could meet his elder brother, Andronio. Maybe one day. Ah, Droneson. So awesome. And if we had like 10 of them, we might actually get somewhere with resources. But I am pumped that it works, because I'm sure in space we'll be utilizing drones because weight will not be as big of a problem. Alright, well I think the logical next step is to start decorating these rooms. Let's get to it. Okay, so I took the liberty of taking this decoration and doing it for the other rooms. I figured we didn't need to time-lapse me doing the exact same thing multiple times. The only issue that I ran into is that I actually mismeasured this last room. It's not as long as the other ones, and so I put some stuff in here and I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, what's going on? Well, it's because this is only 3 blocks in length versus these, which are 4. So we're gonna have to fix that before we can have our last final officers' quarters. And then I want to light this hallway up a little bit because it's kind of, it's dark, and it also makes the officers' rooms kind of dark. That's the plan. But I really do like the way that these officers' quarters came together, and I love these windows. Hello. Ooh, good timing actually. I want to watch Droneson dock again. Nice. Let's fix this over here. I feel like this is the room of the newest officer, because this is what they have to look at versus this person who gets to look outside at the sunrise and the lake. This officer is just like darkness. Well, anyway, let's make another room again. Alright, well, I'd say things are looking pretty good. Here are the rooms. We got our bed. We got some nice foliage. These plants are probably going to die. The ones in the other rooms will probably survive. I don't have high hopes for these ones. So yeah, we have these lockers. We have a little kitchenette, a desk, some plants, our bed, shower, and bathroom. Of course, neon, because the officers are fancy. Then you come out here into the hallway. Nice and lit up, and each of the rooms are labeled. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Even more than just that, we can come over here and we can check off one of our main objectives. The 20 bunks are done, and the officers' quarters are done. Woohoo! And I already had this stuff on the to-do list as well. We can check that off. Despite my hiccup at the beginning of the episode, I think things are going pretty well so far. I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this area into like a dining room. I already have an idea of how I might want to do that, which could be pretty cool. So let's do it. Ooh, okay. That took a lot longer than I thought, but I think I should probably get used to that by now, because I say that exact sentence a lot. Overall, I'm happy with the way that it turned out. Like, I really like these big windows. I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense, because it would probably make more sense to just have it open if it's going to be like one of the main areas. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the chairs and everything else like that. I like the neon. I don't know about this, so I might get rid of that if it continues to be annoying. And I just blocked off the weird section of the wall, and I put more of these in here just so I wouldn't have to deal with it. It's not the best, but I think it's functional. Functional in the sense that it serves no purpose other than to check it off our list. That's another big thing down. It looks cool from the outside. It's like when you go inside, then you're just kind of like, meh. From the hallway, I think it looks real cool. And then of course, I do really like the officers' quarters. Pretty sweet. All right, so I'm looking at the other things that we have on this base specs, and one of them is a communication tower. And so I've been thinking, you know what would be a great communication tower? This place up here. I could get rid of this neon here, and we could basically cover all of it in glass, and then we could pressurize it, and then this would be a really cool communication tower where we get to watch the drone come in and all that other stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's on our to-do list, right? So I think we should do it. All right, well, most of this episode, I'm sure, is probably just going to be time-lapse because I've just been building a bunch of stuff, but we're getting a lot of things done, so let's do it. Well, yeah, there was no way I was going to live past that. I'm actually kind of impressed that I jumped and I landed on this platform. My bad. Alrighty, we have our communication tower. Clearly, I need to do some decorating, but I plan on getting to that at some other point. Once again, I've gotten to the end of the time frame that I have to get the video recorded so I can edit for my trip. But I'm pretty pumped about this. And we'll get some lights in here, and we'll put some communication-y things in here. And yeah. Oh, hello, Droneson. Always gotta show off the rotary airlock. Come through here. Got the antenna, and the welder is under the antenna, so this should act like a lightning rod instead of the decoy. Then we have a platform down there, which can be accessed via this ladder. Then we come down the stairs, and then we come in here and close the door. All right, there we go. I'm not gonna check off the communication tower as done yet because there's clearly still a lot of decorating that we need to do, but we got a good amount of stuff done today. And I'm gonna put on the to-do list next time, finish communication tower. As for the things that we got done today, we made the expansion and the officers' quarters, we fixed the drone and troubleshot the drone, made a new drone, we fixed the stripes, and we also, it's kind of part of that, but we also like totally changed the drone docking platform as well. So there was a lot of things. But anyway, thank you patrons for all your support, and thank you for tuning in to No Suit Survival. And we'll catch you next time.